welcome back to Beyond
The ringing of the phones.
Yes.
And
now we're back to little Jodie, a character that I actually kind of care about. And another cartoon that's actually much better than the actual game.
I'd love it if this game actually had these cartoons as an extra.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. But fortunately, thanks to the debug mode, I'm gonna show it off.
Okay.
Funny how well she
Hey,
is
look!
technically
It's our buddy, Bunny Gruff.
her keepsake, which we'll never see by the end of this game.
Isn't he so adorable?
No.
It's soulless.
But okay, let's check out the cartoon.
But yeah, like Pedro said, it's funny how well she is technically.
Oh my god, that
still
thing looks
playing.
adorable.
Oh, it
It
does.
does.
Yeah. Why couldn't the toys be based off these?
Hey, this
It
reminds
almost
me of
looks like a
Last
giant
Guardian.
platypus with the tail.
For those that don't, again, allow me to, because this is the best part of the game, might as well. This is made by the French Animation Institute, so I'm pretty sure you can check these cartoons on YouTube. So Google French Animation Institute, and you should be able to find these cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Is that what time it is? I'm sorry, I was counting.
Nathan is a shit parent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a.
Well, look at the bright side, Shiwa. He's still better than the mom than Bonnie's mom. So.
I wonder if Willem Dafoe ever actually got to play a decent parent.
I don't know. Okay, so what exactly is in this board? Team A, Team 2. Wait, Team A? Okay, Nathan, this is, or is that a 1? Or is that supposed to be a 1? I think it's T1. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably something they scribbled or something.
Yeah,
A lot of
T-Bag.
scientists. Yeah.
It kind of
To
looks
be
like
fair-
an A.
To be fair, it's a board of scientist notes, and like usually they'll scribble stuff like, well, they know inherently. It's mainly just words that they'll recognize on the fly for this or that.
But what you're saying is, Jova, they count in numbers and letters. Hey, kid, let's do some numbers. A, 2,
I love how
they're
his
not
cop-
counting.
D.
I love how his
I'm
cup
not-
is full of pink and black spots.
Not necessarily, Dwibs. He's probably just putting that as codes. However, you meant that as a joke. Well, it's well played.
It's interesting you say that,
I
Joe.
can hear the cartoons in the background. Can we go back to watch them?
It's
No,
interesting-
Siri, we must watch Pedro's directing.
Oh,
Yes.
field complaint, event code.
Why is it that things going on in the background are much more interesting than the story?
They're using a very old model of Windows there.
Yes. Oh, look at this, Vic. The Matrix, everybody. And the program is called Analyse, or rather Analysis, version 3.1, and it's just saying the word inheritance over and over. Inheritance? What the hell is Cole looking into? Inheritance?
Oh,
Okay,
of course. He's running a program of sorts.
I get the feeling there's a much more interesting story going on in this computer screen than...
Plot twist, Willem Dafoe is actually after Jodie's inheritance money.
Anyway, basically, Jova, it's interesting you say that because you know how doctors, whenever they write a prescription, it's always in this incredibly hard to read print.
Yeah.
Basically, here in Portugal, we have a common joke where the worse the writing, the better the doctor.
Cursive, I guess.
Basically, we usually do this kind of joke where, wow, this print is awful. He must be a fantastic doctor.
Oh, goody, this part.
So by that logic, House would be a mediocre doctor.
Well, remember, Dwibs, there's your regular print, and then there's your doctor print.
Right. Okay, I'm surprised that book didn't. You know that bit in Harry Potter where Harry grabbed a book, and in the first film when the book turned into a face and growled at him.
And it screamed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the book.
Look at that, the
didn't do
exact
that.
same board as the other room, right there.
Honestly, given the theme, I wouldn't be surprised if a spirit did hop out of that book.
Speaking of
Oh,
spirits...
Uva Ball! Stop!
Oh, there you go.
Stop, Uva Ball! Stop it!
And now we're ripping off The Shining.
Yes, because of course now we have to rip off Kubrick.
Oh,
Right,
actually-
Well,
Wait.
actually, Pedro, both versions of The Shining.
I know. Sorry, you're right. It's just that I usually just think of the Kubrick movie
Could you
first.
imagine? Could you imagine if Uwe Boll actually did remake a Kubrick movie?
Isn't he trying to?
Well. If David Fincher can get to remake a Hitchcock movie, I guess everything's possible at this point. No, she's not okay, dude.
Ladies and
She's
gentlemen,
seeing dead people.
ladies and gentlemen, a remake of Eyes Wide Shut, directed by Uwe Boll.
Dead tired.
Ugh.
She said dead tired.
Get it?
She doesn't know that I killed her. When she turns around, she's going to laugh.
That pun was done a lot better in Commando.
Exactly why I
Don't
referenced the
disturb her.
Nostalgia Critic joke towards it.
Hold on. Dwebs, you're supposed to feel sad here in a moment.
Oh, that reminds me, Shiro. You went in on our Commando commentary.
Hold on, Jova. Let's try this.
Wait.
Let's let Dwebs evaluate Nathan's acting and David's writing. Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah, I recall. This is the part where you had me evaluated.
So yeah.
I think. Oh yeah.
They were coming back from my mother's. Truck. Wrong driver. Wrong side of the road.
So it's Heavy Rain?
Wow. That whoever called Nathan
That actually speaks to me.
Okay,
I mean,
okay. Let's think about this for a moment. Whoever made that call to Nathan gave out a lot of detail. I mean, how was in a very short time, because the call lasted like what, 10 seconds? Okay, was the call like, hey Nathan, drunk driver, truck
Family
on the side
dead,
of the
bye.
road, family dead. See ya.
I get
Okay.
the feeling that
Okay, so you wanted my analysis?
Go ahead. What do you think?
Okay. Defoe is really trying his hardest here, but this script...
I said to myself, this is one of
the scene itself.
This is one of the absolute best scenes in the
Yeah,
entire
this
game
scene,
because
the scene would have worked much better if there was actually some kind of character development for Nathan. Except we barely spent any time with Nathan when you get right down to it.
Everything we know
Actually,
about him is that he's doing research on what's up with Jodie and that he has a pretty shit family life.
And now the mission. Now we're going to completely ignore Nathan's death scene right there. Like,
actually. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, but-
there we go, Dwebs. This is the part where you guest starred in.
Oh boy.
Remember those days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days. Funny thing,
let's see
that was
what's
actually
going
our
on in
second
here.
time recording it because we had to redo it for some reason.
Okay, Dwebs. You see, this is how I would direct a briefing scene in a Bond movie.
You just ignore the briefing.
Yes.
Let's just look at the lovely
Anywho, one more quick thing before we go on with this. Actually, Pedro, what makes it worse about Nathan is like, well, see, part of him learning about, his wife and daughter being killed, that's technically where his character development starts because, well, remember, chronologically speaking, this is before this or that. So technically we have been getting Nathan's character development. The problem is like, well, what we just saw right there is the start of it, which... well, makes it feel like he's had little to no character development. He technically has, but like I said it myself, what really hurts this game is how out of order it is for little to no reason. Okay. I'll put it like this.
I understand, Joe, but basically the non-linear narrative destroys the story, basically.
I was actually explaining to the audience. Basically, unless you have an absolute, very good reason to have your story come out of order, like if you're Tarantino or something, you should just keep it chronological, except for maybe some switches to flashbacks done right.
You know what's funny about Tarantino recently?
What?
Yes.
Hateful Eight wasn't really all that much out of order until the second half.
Oh, yeah. I love Hateful Eight.
Okay, allow me to also bring up something. I was about to call bullshit on something, but first I'll ask Jova to make sure. Jova, if I'm not mistaken, the United States Army and the CIA are not the same thing, right?
Well, sometimes they cooperate on something. However, when it comes to
they're
these...
two different organizations.
Yeah,
though.
they're two different...
They're
because
two different
even though...
organizations.
Remember how we have an entire chapter literally called Welcome to the CIA and shit like that? And we've already talked so much about how Ryan is from the CIA and they're in the CIA. Then how come the helicopter says United States Army?
Basically, I'll give you the gist. The CIA is literally just a central intelligence agency. Yeah, they may do some stuff that involves, athletics here and there, but they're mainly about intelligence gathering and whatnot. They don't.
Okay.
They're not the guns blazing guys who, go on
So
secret
why is
missions.
Jodie on the front line?
The army.
Basically, they
Because
wanted.
David
Basically,
thinks that the CIA is the same thing as the army.
not just that, Shiroi, but basically, this is the part of the game. Dudes brought this up in our other playthrough, but I'm actually kind of regretting that I also myself didn't. So I'll make up for that mistake right now. Basically, Shiroi, this is the part of the playthrough that I like to call. Guess what part of Metal Gear Solid 4 David Cage is stealing from? I'm not even kidding. As Jova can probably confirm for me, most of this chapter rips off a lot of the first chapter of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, not just Metal Gear Solid 4. Like I also said, it rips off the Batman Arkham games.
That too, yeah.
Oh, by the way, keep account of how many men Jodie kills, because I have quite the special speech.
What
to
happened
come up
to
that
no
special
direct contact with the enemy?
Dwebs, David Cage forgot.
Gee.
By the way, Shiro, you asked why is Jodie the only one coming here? Basically, again, he's trying to rip off Metal Gear Solid 4. In Metal Gear Solid 4, usually Snake is the only one going on in the missions because it's an infiltration mission and they want to keep things under wraps.
It's not just the fact that she's the only one. If she's with the CIA, Central Intelligence, then why is she doing what the army should be doing themselves? That's more what I was getting at.
Yeah. Now here's
but
an
don't you see,
worse
Shiroi, the government is trying to cover this up because the government is evil.
Oh, but Pedro.
So basically, that South Park episode you showed me yesterday.
Yeah.
Pedro, remember. We're taking down a terrorist here. Yes, we're dealing with terrorists here. But yeah, okay, here's my major issue. It's like, okay, in Metal Gear Solid, it made sense when Snake went on his own. Not only did we have several games, showing why he's that good an agent, but, well, it was meant to be a solo man thing. Here, though, okay, I hate to say it, it made some kind of sixth sense when they sent Jodie in to shut down the condenser the first time, because, well, they didn't I'm assuming, because the story doesn't tell us, I'm assuming...
Right there. Hold on. And now, there you go. Basically, sure, this is literally the the crouching animation from Metal Gear Solid. It's fucking exact. Okay, go ahead.
And audience,
like shooting and stuff.
And audience, allow us to clarify. Okay, maybe we're going a bit overboard drawing the similarities between this and Metal Gear Solid, but it's the fact that almost every single animation, action, or move that she does is literally that of Metal Gear Solid. It's like,
remember, Jodie,
maybe he's taking
contact with the enemy.
Yes.
Yeah, that too. Anywho, going back to what I was saying. But yeah, okay, it made some sort of sense with the condenser further going on because I assumed that they didn't want the ghost to take over the army men's bodies. Even though in the version where Jodie does so, we see that they could have handled it themselves. But okay, here's the issue here, though.
All right, so basically, Jodie has killed how many people at this point? 5?
3, 4, 5.
Okay, 5. Okay, keep the countdown, Dwebs. We're at 5. Keep track. Actually, no. No. Never mind. I'll do it because you have kind of bad memory. I'll do it.
Oh, here's another thing. It's like, well, they're strictly just doing this only because Jodie has Aiden. Except, sure. Thank you. All right, in that case, you do it. Yeah, here's an even better thing, though. It's like, well, wouldn't it make more sense to have at least, one person come with her? I mean, would it really hurt that much?
Mm-hmm.
Especially for the fact that we have seen from time to time that Jodie, while capable to an extent, is not quite that capable. In fact, I believe we're still going to see that by the end of this chapter.
Okay.
Well, you can't do everything by yourself.
Well, that's the thing. The story constantly...
Not to mention, in Metal Gear Solid...
The story constantly wants us to believe that Jodie could do all these things by herself.
Not to mention, for reasons that I cannot say because of spoilers, Solid Snake is a soldier that, let's just say, he's not a normal human being. So it makes more sense for him to be capable of, don't get me wrong, Shiro is, sorry, don't get me wrong, Jodie's capable because of Aiden, I know, but,
that's sort of the problem. She's literally only capable because of Aiden. I mean, yeah, she can technically fight, but... in the grand scheme of things, that pretty much means jack squat because Aiden
there are
almost
countless
always
occasions
saves
where
her
she
butt.
should have died.
Yes,
Or
basically.
at least broken every bone in her body.
Like I said various times over the course of these playthroughs, Jodie's not really the main character. Aiden is. He's the only one who actually does stuff. Jodie's just, basically Jodie's just reaping the benefits.
Yeah, I think like 60,
all right, and
or maybe even 70% of the gameplay is actually Aiden.
And
Are you gonna kill this one?
well, actually, no. That I'm pretty sure that will not kill him. So still 5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know. I'm surprised I haven't brought this up before in this version of our playthrough. Yeah, you'd think that you would have a choice of how you take down these guys. Like say, I don't know, maybe you want to sneak up on this guy or kill this guy. But nope, everything is scripted with how you have to do stuff.
I mean, give
press buttons,
I mean, give MGS4 some credit. True, it was more of a movie than a game, but at least when we got to the gameplay was actually gameplay.
And
yeah, I mean, look, you literally have no choice. Hey, wouldn't it make sense to maybe?
I think she just knocked him out. We're just gonna stay.
Yeah, I don't think she killed him there.
so it's still at
I
5.
wasn't talking about her killing him there. What I was saying was like, right there. I mean, why not give us multiple choices on how to take that guy? Maybe have Aiden possess him and then use him to gun down some other soldiers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the director got bored, so he's focusing on this.
Are we still at 5?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Look at the dead bodies. This is the symbolism of how hopeless Jodie's situation is.
Not to mention, one of the big problems with this...
Okay, now this is like...
that reminds...
No, still 5.
No. Well, no. With Pedro's right. She looked more like she chokeholded him. We'll definitely be able to tell when she stabs or definitely does something brutal.
Or force chokes them and shit like that.
Oh yeah, and look right here. Now, okay, so Jodie's doing this, but I have to ask, why doesn't she just have Aiden knock the guy out?
That's lethal. I can kill you.
Sure, why not? Let's count that at 1. 6.
Well,
6.
he might still be alive, but sure, might as well.
He's been garroted. So
all right,
yeah,
now we're definite. Now this one is undeniable. So get ready to.
Yep, because it's red. Now here's what I don't get. Okay,
I already did the Darth Vader joke various times, so I won't do it again.
So you can just kill this one guy, but why can't you kill the other guy too? I mean, not that I would advocate that, but
because arbitrary. Because potatoes. Yeah, because potatoes.
Now,
and here's where I come back to the main issue about trying to suggest that Jodie can do everything. If Jodie is so smart, so well handled, so that awesome, then why isn't she smart enough to just use Aiden at the first thought of everything? Use Aiden to do stuff more cleanly. Maybe just have him choke them enough to knock them out.
Because that would make her too OP.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just actually it's interesting you bring that up, Shiroy, because I like to quote one thing that the guys at Video Games Awesome said in their playthrough of this game.
And killed himself. Hold on, that's 1, 2, 3.
9. Okay. In that case, allow me. Basically, as the guys from Video Games Awesome said, when you have okay, she's too OP, and so it's kind of hard for me to feel for her, or to fear for her. When you have an OP character, when you have a character who's too OP and you don't really feel for her, you have to make her badass to make up for it, like Bayonetta, for example. But in here,
actually, Pedro, not even Bayonetta's OP because she has her own set of weaknesses, and her moves are incredibly hard to pull off.
Well, you know what I mean, Jova. Story-wise, she's pretty much an ass-kicking awesome chick. So
okay, fair enough. I mean. Okay, yeah, good point. And you know what's sad? It's she's making Superman, and I mean all incarnations of Superman in comparison look, well, shall I say, not OP?
Lauren, I mean, this music doesn't really fit what's going on right now, but whatever.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't think he's the one in control of which piece goes to which thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna point that out.
Yeah, good point. It's like allow me to put this into perspective. Jodie makes Superman look, well, completely legit in every single incarnation. Yes, I'm even including the Silver Age one that juggled planets. Because look. Yeah, Superman is you could say he's overpowered, although honestly, he always had a weakness per se. Yeah, sometimes the weaknesses were silly and felt contrived, but there were some enemies that, had a special take that they could use to, give him some trouble here and there. It's like he couldn't just always punch stuff away. And yes, even in the golden age,
it's not even just that. Well, I agree with what Jova's saying, but it's not even just that. I mean, yes, while Superman may not be the most relatable superhero out there, he has plenty of other qualities that fans already love him for. What qualities does Jodie have?
Hey, you know what else Superman also has that sometimes holds him back? People that he cares for. Something that Jodie seems to lack because, for the most part, Jodie is rather selfish.
Okay, yes. and now that Dwebs has seen Full Metal Jacket, now I get to do this joke again. Hey, look, we're ripping off Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah. And Downfall.
Oh. It figures that I just say Jodie's selfish.
I do.
Yeah. It just figures I come to this part when I say that Jodie's selfish. Okay, look. Okay, yeah, Jodie occasionally heals people, but ever realize how, for the most part, she just seems to whine about how bad her life is? And even when she does heal people, it's normally just to fix stuff that she herself caused, like with Paw in the Navajo Desert. So and, okay, maybe they heal that guy of drug addiction, but that just came out of nowhere.
So you're gonna... Wait, if you heal him, who's to know he's not going to try and kill you when he's healed?
But don't you see?
I think you asked that in the original LP.
But don't you see, Dwebs? She's selfless.
Really?
Exactly. And this is where it comes. It's just perfect timing. Yeah, look, I don't care about scenes like... Okay, yeah, scenes like this are cute and all, but it doesn't change overall what Jodie's going to do and how she reacts to stuff. And look, let me put this into perspective. Donald Trump, yeah, he's occasionally donated stuff, but does most of America see him as a generous figure in America? I'll let you answer that for yourself.
And by the way, I would like to bring this up right now, Dwebs. There was a guy from Video Games Awesome, Video Games Awesome playthrough of this chat. Sorry, let me start that over.
Game.
Let me start that over. Okay, in the Video Games Awesome playthrough of this game, they usually always have the Twitch chat right there next to them. Okay, yeah. Here's the interesting thing. In the chat, there was a guy who can speak Salim's language.
Swahili, and I believe it is.
I think it is that.
It's one of the African languages. Basically, there are several sects there, but the most known one overall is Swahili.
Okay. The point is,
what did he say about them?
Yeah, the point is, there was a guy who seeing the stream who did know what these characters were saying. And guess what? According to that guy, Dwebs, every time Jodie talks to Salim, he answers her in his own language. So apparently,
language can understand her. Apparently,
even the apparently we're going for the Star Wars logic of translation, where Wookiees.
So he actually gives the correct and proper answers to her questions, but in his own language.
Yes, he does.
At least Star Wars overall explained it by saying, like, well, it's sort of like 101 training to know pretty much every language you'll need. But this game, well, yeah.
I'll have to watch that LP. I really like their LP of Undertale.
Oh yeah, their Video Games also. It's an interesting thing, Shiro. They actually really liked Heavy Rain, so they came into Beyond Two Souls really hyped because they're huge fans of Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe. So, so by the end, they're so profoundly disappointed by the game.
Right. So, the death count's now at 13, guys.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
As for why VGA were so disappointed, well, okay, admittedly, this game is the more crazier one. The issue is like, well, unlike the likes of Indigo Prophecy, this one tries to take itself way more seriously, and Jodie as a protagonist is nowhere near as likable as the likes of, say, Jaden, or, whatever the main protagonist's name of Heavy Rain was. Ethan?
Ethan.
Yeah. It's like, well, Ethan and Jaden and some of the other characters were more relatable in the sense.
And 14. And now suddenly they're not.
What?
Okay.
What do you know, Dwebs? Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?
Then how would the police arrive in daylight, but now it's suddenly night?
Again, why don't you...
Filmmaking is not about the tiny details. It's about the big picture. The big picture.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then why does Jodie arrive in daylight? but
Okay,
not
okay. Allow me to
at
explain
night?
the Shiroi. Basically, Shiroi, there's a
I'm
gag.
paused to 2521.
Okay, 2521. Well, you'll have to wait a bit. Basically, Shiroi.
Okay.
Basically, Shiroi. You know who Ed Wood was? The guy who you commented on Plan 9 from Outer
Plan 9
Space.
from outer space.
Okay, basically, you know how in that movie a lot of times it changes from day to night at random. Basically, in the Ed Wood biopic by Tim Burton, they actually
Starring Johnny Depp, I believe.
Yes, they make a joke about that, and basically Ed Wood's reply to that is, "What do you know? Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?"
Poor Ed Wood.
All right, hold on, Jova, and click. There you go.
Have we still got our commentary of that?
Yes, we do. I'll be uploading it soon enough.
It's free domain, it's public domain as well, so...
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's one of the few commentaries that we'll be able to upload with the movie attached.
Like Cyberbully.
Yeah.
Or, believe it or not, The Village.
Well, Cyberbully is technically not public domain. It's just that Muse Entertainment allows it on YouTube. All they do is just they charge for it, basically.
Hey Shuri, believe it or not, there's a movie owned by Disney that is so bad that Disney are A-okay with it being on YouTube. That is The Village.
Yes, The Village.
Which movie was that again?
A Shyamalan
M. Night
movie.
Shyamalan's The Village.
Where the plot twist was... Actually, I shouldn't reveal the plot twist.
Yeah. Spoilers.
It's one of his worst.
I know it's a shit movie, but spoilers.
Just
Hey,
like
yeah,
it's
hey, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
what?
How The Visit actually managed to pull off the plot twist kind of well.
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of The Visit in a nutshell. M. Night Shyamalan actually doing good again.
I mean, the reason The Visit was so much better is because for the first time since Unbreakable, he actually showed restraint instead of just, going bonkers and not thinking about things.
You know what I just realized? Oh. Right.
Plus, all the budget he had was his fee from After Earth. So, hey, After Earth was good for something.
Yeah.
Also, back to this. Here's an issue. You know how there's always sections in this game where, you have, like, an ally with you on some of these missions, like the boy here, Ryan, and other sections, and, and whatnot? Yeah, kind of a missed opportunity to have some co-op, don't you think? Or, have the ally do something with you,
Jova,
like in
we
Metal
already
Gear
have,
Solid 5.
But Jova, we already have co-op. In fact, me and Dwebs are going to show off a little co-op session of our own.
I
Yes,
know about that. I know about that. What I'm saying is like, well, the human allies that you have with you, like this kid here, and other characters in other sections.
By
it's
the
like,
way,
why not go Metal Gear Solid 5 on this and have them do more stuff? Because spoilers, the kid doesn't really get to do much outside of some cutscenes.
Basically, Shiroi, in Metal Gear Solid 5, we have 3 companions. We have a horse who carries us. We have a dog. We have our little dog who helps us and even can kill enemies. And we have Quiet, who's basically our sniper.
And in some cases, you can get Hideo Kojima on your team too.
Yeah, I actually have him because I saved them in Ground Zeroes. Basically, Shiroi.
He's a great
basically, Shiroi, starting with Peace Walker, which is the first Metal Gear game where you can build your own army. You can recruit Hideo Kojima for your own army.
And yes, I'll be aiming to do that for our official Ground Zero and Metal Gear Solid 5 playthroughs.
Yeah, I will do that too for Peace Walker because getting him in Peace Walker is actually really easy if you know how to.
Now, getting him in Ground Zeroes may be a bit tricky, but hey, with enough practice, I should be able to get the trick.
It's not that hard. But you can check a guide for that. Okay, Dwebs, the countdown.
15.
Okay then.
Wow.
I know it was technically Aiden who did it, but still.
No. Aiden and Jodie are literally one and the same. The game itself goes out of its way to tell you. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember, Paige. That the story itself hammers into our head.
Oh,
Aiden and Jodie are literally connected as one and the same.
Oh,
this
prepare for this, audience.
No, sure. It's actually not for the reasons you think.
I'm buffering so much I can't even see this scene.
Don't worry, Joe.
Huh.
Don't worry, Joe. I'll handle it for you. Just tell me when you're ready for a timer.
What time are you guys at?
29, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead to 29:34.
Okay. War has changed. No, I'm not even kidding, Shiroi. This is literally how Metal Gear Solid 4 starts, in a truck, hidden from
3, 2, 1, click.
Okay, Dwibs,
hey, look,
some...
hey, look, Jova, war has changed. See?
Hey,
this is
Dwibs.
literally, this is just... Go ahead.
Okay, Dwibs, are you ready for some physics that'll make even
Hold on,
GTA
guys, look, that guy
comparison?
fell from the building. Look at that guy's body. What the fuck did he do?
He walked inside the building.
I guess I didn't just possess his people
So
for fun.
obviously, let's see if we can see where he went. Now I'm curious.
Notice
We've
my
reached the end of the game. it seems.
Okay. Oh, whoa, he's going for the wall.
And now we're back here.
Okay,
Oh,
I buffered again. What time are you guys?
30 minutes and 25.
Car chase.
Come on.
And now, don't worry, you're not missing anything. You're just missing a fight scene.
Oh, I know. I just want to, be in time so I can properly riff at the right moment. Weird. Everything else today YouTube's been working fine with. Why now?
Because YouTube hates you.
Well, YouTube has had enough of us.
Just to check, we're
bashing
at
David Cage.
just to check.
Oh.
Just to check, we're at 17, right?
17.
16.
Oh, 16? Okay then.
Oh, the count, the body count. Okay, I'm at
Okay, whatever.
3108.
Okay, this edit makes no sense. Okay, so they
Okay,
blew up
go.
they blew up the target. Okay, what the fuck happened there? So they're dead, right?
No.
They got hit with a rocket. And now they're suddenly here. Go ahead, Jova. What is it?
Oh, I just said no.
Okay then. Oh, here we go. It was during this scene. It was during this scene right here where whoever can speak Swahilian in that chat said specifically, and I'm quoting his actual message in the chat. He's literally replying to her in his own language. I swear.
Oh,
I think you actually mentioned this in the original playthrough.
I did.
actually, that was
yeah.
me who mentioned
Well,
that
honestly,
originally.
but don't you see, Shiro? Even I know I've mentioned the flaw twice, but it's such a big stupid flaw that I thought it would be worth mentioning twice.
I guess.
Oh, now I remember.
And it's not like everyone's gonna see both playthroughs.
So you see Dwibs.
All
you
you
need
never
to-
know, Shiroi.
You see Dwibs. All you need to know.
For some people might.
This
Yeah.
is even stupider than Pocahontas. I mean, at least in Pocahontas, they have the decency to... you have to listen to your heart to transcend language barriers. But you see, Dwibs, the logic of this game is, if you speak really slowly and loudly, people will understand your language. Okay, me and Dwibs will now test this. Okay. Hey, Dwibs.
Yeah?
Consegues perceber o que eu estou a dizer?
Hi to you too.
Okay,
Is that what you said?
for the record, I said, "Hey, Dwibs, can you understand what I'm saying?"
Yeah. Okay, let's get ready to add to the count if it's applicable.
Okay, now. Okay.
Jova.
Yes, Shiroi.
No, not really. No.
Jova, doing chatted Cymraeg.
What?
Oh, she's speaking Welsh. She's speaking
yes,
Welsh. No, Shiro. Remember, you have to speak loudly and slowly. That's how David Cage logic works.
For the
Okay, let's try it
I
again.
pretty much said exactly what Pedro did.
But Shiro, I can't be in Wales.
Okay. I'll try with Dwibs then. Hey, Dwibs.
Yeah.
Con queso se casa.
I like pizza.
I
like
didn't even
pizza
use
too.
the word for pizza.
All
There
right,
we go.
all right. Let's possess this guy.
Oh,
Okay,
now we're only gonna possess.
okay. Jova. Me and Jova are now gonna have to out Dwibs with counting because right now there's gonna be a lot of dead bodies in a span of a few seconds, so we'll have to pay attention.
Okay.
We're at 17, right, Dwibs?
16.
16. Okay,
Wait. I thought we reached 17 at some
No,
point.
there are 16.
16 then.
Anywho, just to correlate, we're at 35, 40 for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait a minute. Where are you?
I'm at 34, 8, 9,
Yeah,
10,
we're
and
no,
12.
we're at 44, 23, 24, 25. Sorry, Jova.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm at
Pedro, you keep
34,
All right.
30,
okay,
42
Dwibs.
now.
So we have to work together on this.
Okay. I'm at 34-42.
All right,
now.
so it's this. To help you, Dibs. This guy.
Jodie, we went way past that.
This guy we're controlling. He's also gonna die. So pay attention.
42.
Okay,
Oh, no, go.
1. Okay, 1, 2,
There's
3,
5 guys in
4,
the room.
5, 6,
7 or 6 still.
So it was 16 before. Oh, okay.
9.
Okay, you know what? Let's compromise and say 27.
No, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3,
Look,
4.
okay, the point is we've killed a lot of people. I mean, to take note of that.
We're at 25 deaths now.
All right, then. That's a high body count.
And she needs to go in to take a picture to confirm that he's dead.
What's gonna
Awesome. Gonna post this on Instagram.
Hashtag LOL killed dictator today.
Yeah.
Sure we.
Hashtag fuck the dictatorship.
I mean, I guess they want to stop.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I remember this bit now.
I called this bit originally.
Yes, you did.
Well, of course.
The leader was his father.
Well, actually, no, that wasn't the leader, Joe.
Oh, wait,
this is
never
one of the
mind.
soldiers. The leader was the guy who had the glasses. So.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
And it doesn't matter, though. It's what matters is emotional manipulation. For the record, I'm not saying that a character tragically accidentally killing someone, the relative of someone who care about, cannot work. It can work. The problem is that David Cage doesn't earn this.
Now, here's one issue, though. Jodie's gonna have quite a major emotional reaction, but okay.
Much like the beginning. Hold on, Jova, just a moment. I'll be quick. Much like the beginning of Sonic 06, where Mephiles kills Sonic, David Cage is not regarding on storytelling to engage us, but on a shock, cheap death. Go ahead, Jova.
When Sonic died, it was more like, what?
Yeah. And I hate to say it, Pedro, I'm actually going to give even Sonic 06 more credit because at least Sonic 06 tried, and I mean tried, didn't succeed, but at least tried to...
honestly, Jova, to say that this game does not try, that's going a bit too far. It's not...
No. Hold on. Let me finish. So I'm not saying that this game doesn't try. What I'm saying is like, well, Sonic 06 kind of did something of a better job, actually, building up the relationship between Elise and Sonic. Not saying that it succeeded, but I at least got a better sense of why the scene should be sad.
I'm pretty sure those bullets hit the ground, not actually your leg.
Yeah, and...
Yeah. Now, why I don't find this one as convincing, here's why. First of all, okay, Jodie, I get that you're hurt, but you're a soldier. Shouldn't you know from the get-go that there are going to be casualties like this? Not to try and sound heartless, but, well...
Hey,
that's kind of the facts of life.
Shiroi brings up a good point. Where the hell is Aiden right now?
Yeah. Hey, Dwibs, remember how I pointed out that
she's even requesting extraction, just like in fucking Metal Gear!
And here's where it comes back to that.
I think anyone would in this situation.
But here comes back to that issue. Have we ever seen Jodie actually perform one of these missions successfully without needing help in the end? Like any of these missions?
So.
No, we haven't.
So again, I ask, what proof do we have that Jodie is this capable? I mean, we've never really seen her do much outside of training.
I guess that's what the training montage is for.
But that's just training. That is nowhere near the real thing, no matter how hard.
Alright. I didn't show this part in the earlier playthrough. Basically, you get to try to commit suicide with the gun.
Why? Oh, yeah, this. Why?
This scene was actually used...
stops you,
yeah,
right?
Of course,
yeah.
There you go. This scene was actually used in the trailers, and they cut off to try to hold on suspense that maybe she'll kill herself or something, but of course not.
Yes,
well, okay, to give some credit, God bless Ellen, she's trying.
Oh my god, she's wearing the Atari logo on her vest, I just noticed.
Ellen is really trying, but man, it's no use.
By the way, am I the only one who noticed that she has the Atari logo on her vest?
Actually, yeah, Jova's a good point. It's there. Trust me, Shiroi, trust me, Shiroi, it's there.
Okay.
Well, product?
I have heard nothing good about the Atari.
Well, sure, yeah.
Atari has some good gems.
I mean, yes, of course. Obviously, yes. Most of the games on the Atari 2600 were crap, but at this
don't even speak of the Atari Jaguar.
But gaming was in its infancy back then, so it had that excuse at least. So where people were still figuring out exactly what is this video game shit. Whereas,
By the way, speaking of which, hey, you know how Aiden can heal Jodie? Well, yeah, he only sort of heals her leg, but apparently can't seem to heal her enough to, move properly,
so
even though he can do that.
You know what would have made this mission go a lot smoother? If they fucking did something. Helped her.
Yep.
Just saying.
So our death count is still at 25.
There you go.
Well, technically more since the military came in to save her, which results in the deaths of more.
We're talking about
Jodie.
No, trust me, Juice. No, trust me, Juice. Every single death counts based on what Jodie's going to say.
Alright, fine. We'll compromise at 30. How about that?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. Why didn't Aiden completely heal her? He very well could. And here's another issue. It's like, okay, it's one thing to have an OP character, but this is an even worse case of OP character. The kind where you're inconsistent as all heck with their abilities just to try and make them not seem OP.
Hey, Dwibs. Well, what do you think? Do you think Jova's trying to imply that this game is badly written?
He might be. I'm not entirely sure.
It's not just a case of...
Okay, now Jodie's moping.
Yes.
Oh, goody, it's this
she's gonna do a lot more than mope in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me, Dwibs, but when a certain line of text
already knows. He saw this, he knows.
I saw this part.
I know, but remember how we've been keeping count?
Yeah. Well, Dwibs remembers. He knows what we're going for.
Hold on.
Well, then, for the audience who may or may not have seen this, remember an earlier chapter, which technically comes after this.
You mean Haunted. Yeah, this takes place right before Haunted, basically.
Not just Haunted, but remember the very beginning of this game, too. Where Jodie was in a police station and she apparently killed a lot of people. Dwibs, question. Do you remember, what I brought up originally around this point?
Not particularly.
Hype Town.
Goody.
Is that an actual magazine? Hype Town?
Maybe it's a French one or something. I don't know.
Hype Town.
I'm gonna look it up. Hype Town.
And the international community.
So here's
Here we go.
Wow, the news are really fast. This literally just happened. It's already in the news.
Also, isn't this sort of stuff supposed to be confidential?
So they didn't kill the right guy.
No.
Actually, Dwibs, they did kill the right guy.
Basically, Dwibs, they lied to Jodie and said he was a terrorist, even though he wasn't. Or dictator, rather. Sorry.
Hopes were high that the newly recognized President Jamal Sharif would be able to put an end to the hostilities that have ravaged
the government and military is evil.
Now, here's another problem. Okay, the government being evil thing, that's a cliche, yeah, but even when it's a cliche, it's usually given something of a legit reason of why they would want to do it. Yet here,
they give us no reason. They just want to kill this particular president for absolutely no reason explained.
Even worse, this president was apparently trying to clean things up, so it makes even less sense.
The whole situation is incredibly forced and contrived.
There's no reason for them to even want to kill the guy. I mean, they don't even say that they want money.
Gotta love how the pilot looks so bored.
So you lied to me.
Whoa, so let me get this straight. The only thing keeping you from murdering him is if he was democratically elected.
Fuck you! Okay, not you, Jova, Ryan.
Screw them both. Both their motivations are...
So this is like an Aaron Sorkin thing. No one's likable.
Yeah.
And, wait, hold on. That's not even the worst of it.
That's not even the worst of it. We're What?
Oh.
Jodie, I'm pretty sure you killed a lot of parents.
You killed at least 30 soldiers, or had at least 30.
And then in the next chapter, she says, "If you come after me, I'll kill you all."
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here is in my opinion, the #1 problem with Jodie. her motivation for being a vigilante or rogue from the government is because she had to kill some people.
Oh.
Okay, problem number one. Like I said before, Jodie, you're a soldier. Look, you should know that this sort of stuff is going to happen. I'm not saying that that doesn't mean you shouldn't be hurt by it or maybe have some occasional psychological episodes, but you're coming off as preachy saying that they lied to you. And, well, they kind of didn't. I'll get to that in a later point. But, oh, wait, hold on. Are you going to
I'd quickly like to point out that those two still end up dating regardless.
Yep.
In the future, as we see in one of the very early chapters.
So she's tsundere for
Oh, wow, we can actually look inside here.
Yeah.
Oh, before I continue my points, this beautiful little scene. No, he's not with me. I almost threw him out of a helicopter. Yes, the return of Jova, Jodie. It's all over. My career, my sanity, my actual character, because my character development dies here.
Oh no, she says it right here.
Yeah. Hey, you know, just a few seconds ago, she gave, actually, I'll say it in the right voice. Just a few seconds ago, I gave a speech about how I am enraged that they lied to me and had me kill people, about how I had to kill a father. And now, if anyone comes after me, I'm gonna kill them all. I don't care if they're relatives or not. If they're sisters, brothers, fathers, or mothers, I'll kill them all. I totally sound consistent, don't I?
I'm not a hypocrite.
Yeah, at this rate, why don't you just like blow up all the army buildings or something if she's that pissed?
Yeah. And okay, so yeah, number one, Jodie, you're a soldier. You should have saw the whole killing thing coming. But even if that didn't hold, number two, Jodie, you just contradicted yourself right there and then about, killing people. It's like, if killing people was the reason you left, why would you threaten to kill people? I mean, yeah. And of course, number three, if you're going to try and use the whole, you made me a monster, so I'll act like a monster thing, well then, you really suck as a protagonist for me to root for. And number four, they technically didn't lie to you completely. I mean, they said that he was the leader of the terrorist thing, which he technically was. I mean, yeah, he might have been trying to fix it, and they might have lied about that, but overall, they gave you the gist of it. And five, I'm pretty sure like I said before, I'm pretty sure they informed you that people were gonna have to die. Well, actually, number six, like Dwib said, weren't you not even supposed to physically interact with the enemy? And seven, don't try to use the excuse that you had no other choice. You have shown before that you are clearly resourceful enough with Aiden to think of ways outside the box.
Go, Jova, go.
And number eight, why did you really have to kill all those people, like I said? Why not give us other choices? Like, seriously, why not do a chokehold? Why not knock them out? Why not actually think creatively?
Because
and
this isn't a
number
wrestling
nine,
match.
Hold on, this is on a roll. Just let him go.
And number nine, what was even the point of that kid? I mean, okay, so what? Is
emotional manipulation, Jova.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, emotional manipulation. The freaking best. I mean, I felt so emotionally manipulated when Anakin in the Star Wars Episode 2 had to kill the Sand People. Oh, wait, no, I didn't, because it was stupidly done. Just like this. And okay, yeah, what the heck. Number 10, this is stupid! Completely stupid because this entire chapter contradicts much of Jodie's character development. Jodie has been shown as the selfless character, one who is apparently willing to help people along the road while trying to apparently maintain some covert stuff. And mind you, I say this as her adult years because, like Pedro said earlier, the kid Jodie is quite possibly a much different character than adult Jodie, and not in the good way, mind you. I mean, it's not character development, it's character metamorphosis. Like, literally on the fly. Yeah, Pedro?
I have a tiny suspicion, Jova, that you don't like this game.
Yeah, and finally, I think it's finally, number 11.
You see what I mean, Jova? Sorry, you see what I mean? It was about him hitting this game with a passion.
Yeah.
And finally, number 11, that scene there, the worst thing about that scene is like, well, Jodie is literally the playable hero that we're supposed to care for. Except that scene there gives me more the feeling that she's a sociopath. One who will outright react negatively like a spoiled brat when she doesn't get things her way. Now, I get it. Killing people is really... Okay, I've never killed anyone, so I don't know how that feels. But, Jodie, you're supposedly this hard-trained soldier. Except, when Solid Snake, Solid Snake in the times when he broke down, he had been for much more, and yet when he broke down, it felt more legit. And Solid Snake doesn't nearly have to do as much stuff as you claim you have to, yet Solid Snake feels much more legit when he breaks down, for reasons I will not spoil.
One particular plot point in Metal Gear Solid 1 that I really love is how Snake tries to convince Meryl to not kill someone just for the sake of proving that she's a great soldier, because killing for the sake of killing is, trust me. Basically, he tries to convince her, trust me, killing just to make a point isn't worth it, basically.
So how do you like that? Metal Gear Solid, one of the games that David Cage apparently claims has too much violence, actually does the whole, hey, keep a cap on killing thing much better. I mean, yeah, and like I said, with Snake, it makes sense when he breaks down because he actually has the proper motivation and stuff happen to him. But Jodie, what just happened to you was pretty much the equivalent of the typical Metal Gear Solid plot, and I can assure you, Snake doesn't go on that easy a rampage. Heck, not even Naked Snake had that flimsy reason. I mean, yeah, you could say he technically went you could say he technically went you-know-what after that one mission, but then again, that one mission had a lot more going to it, and people that he knew personally. Jodie, and I hate to do this, but yeah, number 12, about that emotional manipulation, Jodie barely knows some of these people who supposedly motivate her motivations. It's like, well, look, I can get being sad over what happens to someone who you don't really know, but you really feel bad for them. But, well, it just doesn't feel as believable as with someone who actually has been that big an impact on your life. For example, with the Layton games, it made sense that Layton had his sorrows because of what happened to his friend Randall in one case and his girlfriend Claire in Lost Future. It made sense there, for him to carry a lot of that weight. But with Jodie, she barely knows.
He's still going.
Jodie, she barely knows the kid.
To be fair, he always goes.
Well, so much for feeling under the weather.
Well, Dwibs, I normally don't go this much, but, there's just a lot of stuff I've realized.
We perked up a bit after this part.
Don't worry, Dwibs, I'm going somewhere with this. But yeah, number 12, Jodie has little
to no... Are we still recording?
No. Keep going, Jova. I want all this on tape. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
12, Jodie has little to no reason to really care about what happens to these people. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that she shouldn't even care what happens
I know, right?
But... Really? I mean, okay. Put it like this. Pedro, say that, Pedro, say that, we'll say something really bad happened to this kid whose father you had to kill in self-defense of someone you loved. Now, compare that to, say, something bad happening to someone who actually is a member of your family. Would you really care so much for, the kid who you barely know? Yeah, okay.
I would feel a little bad by default, but I wouldn't go to the trouble. Go to the trouble that she's going for.
Exactly, it's my main thing. It's like, well, okay, I might sound cold off of this, but you can't just lose your.
It's not a matter of being cold. I mean, in order to care, at least to the point that Jodie cared here, human beings. This is not even a matter of thing. This is how human beings work. They need to grow a bond with someone before they can care deeply about someone. This is simple human emotions coming. I mean, for a man who keeps talking about how much he loves emotions and shit, he doesn't understand how human emotions work. Go ahead, Jova. Keep going.
Heck. Not even real life wars. I mean. Okay. People talk about how real life wars are started over the most silliest of things, but honestly, wars never really start until something really personal with, practically a bond of sorts is really attacked and that sort of stuff. It's like, well, we don't act like this. It's well, at least those of us who are rational. I mean, seriously, this is suggesting that, I mean, if we were really like this, we'd go on a rampage every single time we saw someone on the news get killed, just because it was in our hometown. And number 13. Yes, I still have.
Oh, number 13. That's the magic number.
I thought you said you were told, Jova.
Well, I hope this may be it, but it's like every time I think I come to the end, I always come up with something new because I just remembered this.
Keep going, Jova. Keep going.
Yes. And number 13. Everything I said all equals to this. Jodie not only has flimsy motivations, a faulty character, a contradictory character, and inconsistent with her own younger self character, but when you all boil down to this, what reason do you really have to be playing as her? I mean, okay, let's really think about this. What reason does she really have to exist per se? Because, she's really, when you think about it, completely pointless. She's a character who just wants everything her way to be sunshines and rainbows. And also, when you get down to it, she doesn't really have any motivation overall. I mean, aside from just wanting to stay away from the military, there is no motivation, no destination in mind, no secret goal on her part. I mean, yeah, she's tried to
Well, she's never really been allowed to make her own choices.
But here's the issue, though. She's the playable protagonist. She was hyped. I mean, heck, even I heard about the hypings of this new strong female protagonist. And, okay, problem number 14, she gives female protagonist a bad name. I'm surprised I didn't get to that earlier. But, hey, that leads me to problem number 15. She is, without a doubt, unrelatable as heck. Not only because of all the problems I mentioned before, but because this scene makes her so despicable.
Not to mention she has no personality.
Hey, Jova, how's the book coming along?
Not to mention she has all the personality of a fucking wood board. Go ahead.
Yeah, that too. It's like, but yeah, problem number 15. Look, okay, unless your game is absolutely meant for this, you shouldn't make the playable protagonist this despicable. I mean, you know what's even worse?
Let's just say Kubrick did it a lot better with Clockwork Orange and leave it at that.
Oh, even better. I mean, even if you're playing as the villain, sometimes it's best not to make them despicable like this with little to no motivation. Jodie, in all terms, would actually be better functioning as a psychotic villain because, let's think about this. Out of all of the actions we've seen her do throughout this game, okay. Like, imagine this. The ratio between stuff that, has been destruction or stuff that's been actual good, and ignoring all her childhood parts because overall those are pointless to the overall plot. Would you say we've seen Jodie do more good than actual bad? And this is taking into account scenes that are scripted that you have no choice of doing. I mean, really, do a comparison. I mean, aside from maybe the bums and the Navajo chapter, which she herself kind of, made worse in the process, what good has she done that, isn't something that you have to go out of your way to choose?
Oh, goody.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. It's like,
if I think about this anymore, Jova, my head's going to explode.
Yeah.
3 hours later.
Okay. Basically, my main point is correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've really seen Jodie really do that much good that doesn't have to be a choice of the player.
I'm honestly considering splitting the part in two at this point.
Yeah.
This could be an extras video.
Yes. We'll save this as the Jova rants about Beyond Two Souls.
Well, more so about Jodie. I'm not ranting about the entire game.
John, Jova hate. Okay, I'll call this
Jova X Jodie.
I'll call this video. Hey guys, try to guess if Jova hates Jodie or not. It might be a little difficult.
Does Jova hate Jodie? Let's find out.
That's my. Oh, we just found out this is OTP.
Anywho, but basically what I'm saying is the story constantly, no matter what choice you do, tries to tell us that Jodie is this pure-hearted good girl.
Ow.
Because your choices mean jack squat.
Did you just hit yourself?
No, I dropped a tin of tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I'm close to wrapping this up now. It's okay.
You were
so
close to wrapping
Jodie...
this up 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
my tea comes in metal.
Sure. Don't prolong this any further. Let's just let him keep going.
Anywho, it's like, well, the main problem with Jodie is like, well,
The main
it's like,
problem,
okay,
the main 15 problems.
sorry. It's like, well, the thing with Jodie is like, well, the story is constantly telling us Jodie's this good, self-carrying hero. She doesn't deserve any of this stuff. Yet, I've seen her kill more people than actually help people.
If we want to make
some
this
people-
part longer, I could just list off all the different types of tea I have.
Yeah. And yeah, basically, with number 15, I say the story has not really done a sufficient job in showing me that Jodie is this kind and caring person. And just to cap this off with number 16, and yeah, we don't really have much choice in deciding that.
Jova, you're the youngest of this group. We're not. Like, wrap this up.
Jova.
Okay, I think I'm done.
So much for feeling under the weather. Okay, everybody. So this has been Jova hates Jodie with a burning passion. You can practically cut steel with Jova's hate.
Yeah, but if it's like I said in the chat, if TMZ gets a hold of this, they'll probably try and twist it or something.
Hey, Jova, there's a very thin line between hate and love.
Yes.
Next
yes.
It's Jova.
You really are Dwibs' OTP.
Yeah.
All right. We've already prolonged this long enough, so see you for the next part, everybody. Now that Jova's
Wow, I actually managed to stretch this part to an hour with my rant.
yes. Okay, everybody.
Yay!
In the next part, we'll try not. If Jova starts going on another mad rant, I'll personally stop him. So don't worry.
Don't worry. Because good news in the
You
next.
don't even have to tell him. You just cut the recording.
Yeah. Don't worry. Good news. I'll be able to handle this more streamlined because in the next few parts, this is where we do our good old Davy Cage versus Ace Attorney moment.
Yeah, but see, always remember, Jova's got his own recording.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dribs. I promise you, my ranting for Jodie overall is over. It's like, well, I may complain about her, but
yes, the audience gets
Bye.
it.
See you next part.
Let's end this. See you for the next part, everybody.
see ya.